And we're live again. Good night, everyone. Welcome to New York. New York by night, I might say, the Bronx. This is the second part, where our first part ended in a cliffhanger with a white-winged man in a suit trying, or, well, still blissfully unaware of the silver-winged fiend behind him, flying away from a scenery set in the Bronx. This is a scene for Demon the Fallen, part 2, where before we actually continue with our two flying individuals, we will make a quick step towards the Bronx University, the place to be, Fordham, where there is a teacher sitting behind his desk, where there is a student also sitting behind his desk in his dormitory, and there is a little Asian girl named Lily, who's also a student there, and she's definitely not sitting behind his desk. But what all of the three of them feel at the same time is this ping, 1.5 hour ago of something. What and where? Both Lily and the teacher, Jacob DeMora, have no idea, but they felt it clear as daylight. Daniel, on the other hand, it was there, southeast, about roughly 1.5 mile.
What Daniel is gonna do, Daniel is gonna smack his hat from the table that he was slightly sleeping at, quote unquote. Is gonna grab his hoodie, put it on, put the hood on, and she's gonna walk outside. And while he's walking towards Lily's room, he's picking up his cell phone and already calling her.
And she'll take the call. Hello?
Hey, you felt that?
Well, yeah. I thought I was just sleeping. I'm trying this lucid dreaming thing. It's not really working except making me sleepy.
All right, cool. We got something going on, and like he knocks on the door, ding, 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 click.
Wait a minute. There's someone. What? She'll stand up, go to door, open up, and you will see Lily kind of hair poofy everywhere. What?
Daniel will walk inside and just and close the door behind him. Okay, southeast, a mile and a half away. Strong face sparks.
It was southeast?
Southeast, that's what you said, right?
Yeah, but
okay.
Lily doesn't know. Okay, fine. Sure. Shit, that's close. Yes. Right. Then I guess we would need to go there. Come on. And Lily kind of pulls Daniel along. Two of them go outside, and Lily notices a window on the in the main building still being lit, and she actually recognizes a figure that's pacing in the office, pacing back and forth. She's like, "Hey, that guy's still here? What the fuck?"
Who? What? Where?
Well, over there, she points at the window, and Daniel will recognize it in the floor. It's the first floor, and it is a row of offices of different teachers. Come on! I gotta show you some. Well, maybe he wants to help, and you need to be introduced anyway. Come on, follow. Lily,
Jacob DeMora is pacing, trying to make sense of what he just experienced. He knew he felt something, but he couldn't put his finger on it, and he definitely didn't know what it was. So as he paces, he juggles the chalk that he used to write on his blackboard, where the blackboard in the background has like several half-finished Greek sentences on it as he was writing when this happened. I don't know what this is. What is going on? He's saying to himself over and over again.
You'll hear someone or something against your window.
His head snaps towards the sound, and he walks over to it.
And if you look out of the window, you will see Lily and unknown student number X that you don't know yet.
Yeah. He nods slightly and says, yes. He doesn't use her title because he doesn't know the person next to her. Yes, how can I help you?
Come on down.
Daniel's gonna point his finger at the guy and just whisper, "Why is he still alive? I saw his wraith."
He's not alive.
What?
New guy.
Oh. Okay.
Come down.
And Jacob, as you say, and he closes the window and exits his office, closes the door, and joins you guys downstairs.
I should not be behaving like this against teachers. Well, whatever. As Jacob meets up with Daniel and Lily, I should just look at both of them. Daniel, Jacob, Daniel. Ping. You felt it? And she looks at Jacob.
Yes, I definitely felt something, but I don't know what.
Ping.
Daniel just points in a southeastern direction and just say, 1.5 miles away, over there. Very powerful.
Okay.
Don't worry, I know my shit about this. Just.
So,
Jacob looked to her.
Can the two of you investigate?
As you say.
You're not coming with us?
It's close to the uni. There's still the vault. And, I mean, remember, were you there when the Ravengers managed to get into? Almost get into. Actually, they got into the vault.
No, you've never shown me the vault. I still desperately want to see the vault, but I'm not seeing the vault because you don't want me to see it, the vault, apparently.
It's not that I don't want you to see the fucking vault. It's that even I don't know how to fucking open it.
Then it's about high time we learned that. But first, face marks.
Yeah. Just keep me on your quick dial, okay? If I need to be there, I'll definitely be there. But I think it's best if I just keep an eye on the vaults. Fuck, I hate that.
As you say, he again says and nods respectfully, then looks at gosh, what's his name? Your character, Max. What's your name?
Daniel Xeva.
Yeah, looks at Daniel and says, "Lead the way if you know the way."
Okay. You don't happen to have a car? Or wait, this is traffic. Would walking be faster? I don't know. Would it be? Perhaps flying would be faster. But I'll go. Let's just go. Paul.
Yeah, he follows him.
Guys, be careful. And good luck. Anything.
Daniel just turns around. You wishing us to be careful.
I don't want to see you hurt.
Jacob nods and says, "We shall take the precautions."
You're acting. Never mind. Pulls, walks.
Okay, and as the two of them make their way, we skip time. We skip time to, well, let's say this would have took us about 20 minutes altogether. So we skip further along until we zoom back to our previous scene. We have the ref in disguise, the man that he's following, and the two other demons walking in on this. As I believe Daniel would be able with his second roll to basically look up in the general direction of the third ping. It was the third roll actually, and that is the supernatural jump that the Rev makes. So he gets to see the Rev jumping up in the sky and starts to follow this creature with wide wings. Down from the ground, you can actually barely see it because the two of them are pretty damn high up.
Oh dear. He's just gonna look up and then just say, he's not gonna point, but he's gonna nudge with his head over there while they're still walking, making sure that the other guy doesn't point to, where the fucking angels are flying, because that's a bit of whatever we're calling net breach.
Fail.
Yeah.
So, and I believe that if we go back to the two flying figures, the man with the white wings just had to fight against a pretty damn harsh wind. He wasn't falling, but he failed his roll. And he kind of flapping his wings, not getting any forward movement. The Rev, however, is in on him. And the two of them still have 2 rolls to go before the white winged figure will disappear in the thick clouds of the night. And the Rev has 3 successes to get next to this individual. So we will start rolling again. Here we go. Rev, roll your... What did we roll? Oh, stamina... Athletics, that was it.
Yep.
Oh, and that's the wrong character.
That's 3 successes
Ooh.
on 3 tens,
And
to be
that's-
exact. So 3 awesome successes.
Yeah. I also got 3 awesome
I
successes,
have
but
a speciality in athletics. 2 actually.
you have... Wow, what is your specialty in athletics?
Let me look it up. Maybe it's nothing to do with what we're doing right here. Running is one of them,
Yeah, that doesn't count.
and the other is that's free running actually. So jumping and skipping up ahead.
That still doesn't count.
I know. And the other one is lifting. So no specialty counts here.
No, however, 3 tens, and I'd say you only have to beat 2 successes now. And we have
Alright.
1 round to go.
Well, then 1 round it is. Let's hope I roll nicely enough. That's 3 successes for me again.
Well, that means that you are there, because I only have 1, and you only needed 2 more.
Alright.
So you're next to this guy, and I guess by now he would definitely notice that you are next to him. And he turns his head. And actually, there is a smile. Well.
Saskia,
Yeah.
I know this man probably wants to start conversation.
Mm-hmm.
However, when he turns his head and tries to smile, he is looking in a double-barreled rifle, a shotgun.
Well, the man says again, the smile kind of frozen on his face, just for a moment. Shall we go down?
You're in the wrong neighborhood, man. We go down, but we might go down a different road than you want.
Why the threats?
Because As far as I can see, you entered my territory. That means it's mine. You're here, uninvited. But let's be friendly. And the Rev actually points out at top of a building.
And this gentleman proceeds, flies ahead of you.
As he flies ahead of me, I keep a close eye, and the barrel is aimed at his rear. Actually, it's aimed as much as I can, but then again, aiming is my thing. On the connection between his wings and the rest of his body, hoping that with a great, amazing shot, I would be able to sever it if necessary.
Okay, very well. That gentleman is just flying towards the building, landing. Guys, downstairs. Well, downstairs, not downstairs, on the street. As you are leaning casually against the building, kind of not trying to point and stare at the two individuals in the sky, but still wanting to keep an eye out on them, you can see that the silver-winged male caught up with the white-winged one, and the two of them are slowly descending towards a roof. What do you do?
Daniel is gonna poke Jacob to go somewhere like an alleyway or I don't know where there are no other people, and he's gonna be like, okay, can you don't I don't know what house you belong to, but do you have the ability to fly up there?
I am at the House of Dawn, he said. And see, yes, I think I do because my opinion. Yeah, I think I can, but I need to
Give me a
invoke
quick
my ability form, right?
Well, yes, you can, but I also need to look it up quickly because there are two kinds of wings that you can have in your.
Okay.
Yeah, just to make it really easy. Let's see. You were a radiant being.
Yeah.
And I am at firmament. There we are. Let's see. What kind of wings would you be having? You can glide.
Okay.
That means you cannot fly.
He can fly, but only if he already is up there.
Yeah.
So he would be up if he would be up on a building, or he would have the ability to jump up high, really high. Then he could simply extend his wings to fly. Otherwise, he wouldn't be able to get off the ground if he doesn't have the actual flying wings.
Nope.
Okay.
Or lower fundaments, and well, yeah.
Yeah, lower fundaments and the gliding wings would gain flying.
Yeah.
Okay. Good. So he looks at Daniel and says, I cannot fly as such. I can glide, but that's not going to be of much use to us right now.
Saskia,
Yes.
the building
Yes.
where they're at.
Yes.
What does it look like? Is it like a public building? Is it a corporate building?
These are all apartment buildings. There are a few stories high apartment buildings. Most of them are 3 to 4. There are in the area you can see a couple of 5 stories high buildings. As I said, all apartments. I'm guessing that the ref will probably have pointed at one of the 7 stories buildings. I thought as much.
Because otherwise we would be easier to view. I don't want to be viewed.
The neighborhood is it's not the best. It's kind of shabby. There's a lot of graffiti, especially in the alleyway that you're standing. There are a few hobos on the street. In the middle of this particular area, you see a basketball field that's now deserted. There's not a lot of people on the street. There's not a lot of traffic at the moment, but it's definitely not deserted.
Okay.
But
In that case,
you guys did pick an alleyway. In that alleyway, at this point, no one is there.
okay. In that case, since it's a 7-story tall building, I'm presuming it has an elevator. So what at least Daniel's thinking we're going to do is we're going to go to that building, and yes, it's going to take a shit ton of time, but it's better than giving away our positions to whatever those things are, because we don't know that. Well, we know what they are, but we don't know who they are, etc., etc. So take elevator, and whoop.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan, yes.
The two of you proceed towards the building, and let's see. Let's roll a fate die here. No, you are not in lock. It's one of those doors that you can only open with the right key. The door is old. There are a few cracks in the window already. You can look inside and you can see like some post boxes, actually carton lying on the floor together with beer cans and stumps of cigarettes in the central hallway. You see an elevator. Let me roll another set of fate dice. Oh, gee, you're not in luck. And you already see, without even needing to open the door, that there is a red-white striped tape in front of the elevator door, and there's a sign written in very poor English, actually, out of order.
We'll look around for the next building to maybe see if that's the if that's taller than the one they're at. So he will go to the front door of the building, the tallest building he can find in reasonable proximity, and try that door.
The area, as I described, there are 3 7-stories high apartment buildings.
Yeah.
You are at one of them. The other 2 are of exactly the same size and height, and they are about 150 meters away from this one. If you would look further, then you go and then you would see something that might be higher, but then you already go for 500 meters away at least.
Okay, so I must have missed that. Instead, he will first look to Daniel, and then he will say, "This is taking too long," and then he will.
Either one of you has common sense.
No.
Yes.
Great, Daniel. You've lived in the Bronx a while now, and you do know that all of these apartment buildings are required to have fire escapes.
Oh, for fuck's sake, why did nothing of that? Yeah, okay.
Because Daniel has common sense and you don't.
This is what common sense. A power is so rare it became a superpower. Do the fire escapes.
And sorry, Jacob will follow. Damn.
And the 2 of them will start their way up 7 stores. So that's gonna take him quite a while.
Yeah.
In the meanwhile, the 2 of them.
Domino checks.
Yeah. You can both roll me a stamina check.
If someone can roll 3 dice, stamina 3.
Yeah, you're good.
Yay.
Let's see how I do. I'm good as well.
The 2 of you, at the end you'll be, but you can actually make quite some haste in your climb. But at this point, the 2 winged individuals, the Rev and this slightly older gentleman, have landed on top of the roof. So the person just dissipates his wings, flexes his shoulders a little bit. when you're not used to this, they are attacks on your body, don't you think, Rev? Sorry, you doesn't know his name yet. Sir.
I've always had these wings as far as I can remember.
Yeah, well, you don't always wear them open and
Oh.
proud.
You made me wear them.
Well, I sincerely apologize for that, of course.
You
As for
don't
the
strike
intrusion,
me as a individual here to start a war. Yes. Yet you do. Explain.
my good sir, if I was here to start a war, would you think I was just hanging there in the air? Would you think I came dressed as this?
Exactly. So why are you here?
That's a very good question. I am here because I have heard about this place, and I have heard about a like-minded group.
Right. At this moment, you can see the Rev raise his eyebrow, as he, for all he knows, the only people who know that they exist aren't the most friendly people.
So, well, where are my manners? Allow me to introduce myself. And he extends his hand.
The Rev will take the hand. At the same time, the gun will still be aimed at the man.
Well, the man just nods as he notices the gun. Theodore Gerard Becker. A pleasure to meet you, good sir. What might your name be?
You can call me the Rev. Everyone seems to do it these days.
Well, you don't strike me as a particular religious individual or one who carries out those beliefs. But, well, there are many reasons why you could call yourself that, so I will call you the Rev.
Pleasantries aside, what the flying fuck are you doing here in my backyard?
Well, life is all about pleasantries, I would say, but straight to business. Very well. I came here to see with my own eyes the Big Apple. I have taken up office in this area, not specifically this area, of course, but a little bit further to the southeast. And I am sightseeing. Is that a crime nowadays?
I can make it one if you want me to.
I can quite surely that was not my intention at all. If I would have known that my being here was such a major offense, of course I would have tried to make myself known any other way, but I did not really have an address.
Right. Well, I'm the calling card of this neighborhood. I represent more than just myself. The question is, who do you represent?
Well, then it seems that I am at the right address. I, for now, represent just myself.
I'm going to roll a perception. A perception. What is the other one?
Empathy?
Empathy to see if the fucker is lying.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be subterfuge or?
No, I'm the one rolling the subterfuge there.
Oh, okay.
If I have any idea you might be lying, death will await. But you seem to be a very lucky monkey. Very lucky.
Damn the devils.
And the guy is just looking at the Rev. Still that polite smile. Standing there as if there is not a gun pointed to him at all. Well, sir, I came here as a representative. Not only to the law firm that I work for, but a representative from another group of like-minded individuals. And at this point, I would say that the other two are at least within hearing distance. So they can either decide to barge in on the roof or do something else, and they may state that right now.
Oh, hell no. I'm staying out of vision and listening to this shit because I don't know what's going on.
Okay. Just one quick thing. Sorry, Mark, you go first.
Jacob will get to the roof because he was ordered to find out what was going on, and that's what he's going to do. So he will climb up on the roof to the other two.
Okay. Daniel, since you are trying to be very sneaky, roll your dex stealth.
I will
Because
do
you
so.
are running up the stairs. So you will even have a difficulty 7 instead of the normal.
Yes, can I listen into that crap?
Yes, you can.
Can I
As
throw
can
you
I.
a willpower point?
Good luck with that shit.
Spending willpower.
You can
Rolling.
spend all the freaking willpower you want. I will beat that roll in a heartbeat.
It's fine. It's like the other guy has already got me covered.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Okay, and I
7,
got
8. I can hear 2
I
people,
got-
I'm sure, with 8
Yes.
successes.
Yes, I was going to that. The individual, the bald man, just turns around seconds before Jacob enters on top of the roof. The Rev, however, clearly can hear 2 pair of footsteps instead of 1, as Jacob can make his entrance on the roof.
Yep. Jacob finally climbs up and stands up after the climb and walks calmly, collectedly towards the Rev and the newcomer. Not taking any aggressive pose, just walking normally.
Well, what a busy night. Been walking around for nights and nights and nights. And then all of a sudden, everyone. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Let's say you just ran into the wrong neighborhood. Now tell me again about those people you were not representing but still represent.
And Mr. Becker just calmly extends his hands to the newcomer.
Jacob,
Not without introductions, of course.
I am Jacob DeMora.
Mr. DeMora. A pleasure to meet you. My name is Theodore Gerard Becker.
The pleasure is mine, Mr. Becker. What can we do for you?
Well, I was just explaining your dear colleague. I am a representative, yet I do not represent them at this time. I am merely observing, and it's not my place to represent. So that is why I represent a group of people that I do not represent. Mr. Derev.
You know you're confusing him as fuck at the moment, and it's not helping your case.
Yep.
I come from a different court. We've heard some things have happened over here in New York. We decided to, well, we didn't really decide to do anything with this place. Because despite the fact that we heard a lot, there wasn't really happening a lot. There was nothing coming out of everything we heard. But I was curious. So I decided to take a vacation.
Well, normally curiosity kills the cat. So.
Well, then it's a good thing that I am not a cat now, is it?
That doesn't solve the curiosity problem.
It does not. It does not. I was not aware that curiosity was I didn't realize that it was worth getting possibly shot over.
Oh, there are far easier things you can get shot over in this neighborhood. We are, after all, in the Bronx. And you, although I'm sure you're the most polite man around, still wear the wrong color and the even worse suit for these areas.
Yes, I have noticed that. That's why I decided to keep a little bit out of, well, the public areas. So, now of course it all comes down to this. What is next? I am very intrigued. You seem to have a very colorful group of people.
Jacob will look to the Rev to gauge his reaction. He's Jacob knows that he's the newcomer in the city, and he wants to he doesn't want to step on any toes by taking a lead in something that doesn't really.
You haven't seen the Rev much. As you're looking at him right now, he is not even hiding the resentment of this white-ass lawyer bitch businessman coming inside his territory saying what's what. So at this moment, he is on the brink of extreme aggression simply for not getting the answers he wants to hear. There you go.
Jacob looks again at the newcomer and said, "I think it would be helpful, sir, if you were to come entirely clean with us about the purpose of your visit, and I would like to make a manipulation empathy roll to persuade him. That should be manipulation empathy. That should be a 5 dice, but I have a -1 difficulty because of my angelic gaze."
Okay. This guy does notice, actually. He does notice exactly the mood in which the Rev is at this point.
Yeah. I'm not hiding it.
No, but hey, he doesn't know you, and looks can be deceiving. For all you know, he was just very hungry. That's why he's making such a growling sound. But anyway, yes, Mark, your roll was 5 dice.
Yeah, reduced difficulty with 1.
Okay, what were you trying to do exactly again? You were trying to manipulate him, right?
Yeah, exactly. Manipulation empathy to get him to to come clean with his with his purpose.
Okay, very well. There we go. You got 3 successes there.
Yay.
And this guy would roll. What do you roll
Just
against
use
that?
manipulation, I guess.
That would probably either be perception subterfuge or perception empathy. I would say it's not manipulation because I'm not trying to manipulate you.
Ah, okay.
Manipulate me.
Yeah.
Or willpower. Well.
When in doubt, use willpower.
Exactly. Whatever is higher, I was gonna say. But okay. Well, you nice. Too bad about this roll. It's not a bad roll, I'll say. Good enough though. The guy nods and he says, "Well, I'm as honest as I can be. I am not trying to hide anything. I explained that I came here out of curiosity. I explained that I came here to simply watch and observe."
Jacob nods. Again looks over to the Rev and say, well, Rev, what are your thoughts here?
My thoughts are that he is uninvited, coming here to scout enemy territory. He is very much welcome to meet us somewhere at the border and be confronted by our questioning specialist, hoping he forgets his gun on the way here. I think we're dealing with a professional.
Well, of course, I'm a lawyer.
Yes, with a lawyer I mean someone who knows the lore of humanity better than anyone else. One who is willing to sway kind with the use of his tongue rather than the use of his actions.
I'm getting paid to use my tongue, good sir.
At this moment I'm going to roll Intimidate.
Okay. Wait, I can roll. That would be manipulation, intimidation, right?
That's manipulation, intimidation. Yeah, manipulation, intimidation, yes, or strength intimidation.
Okay.
There you go, 3 successes. Difficulty 8, in case it matters.
Yeah. 4 successes on a counter roll, manipulation, intimidation.
Countering what? You're doing your willpower thing?
No, I am literally countering your manipulation, your intimidation. I am countering it with my own.
How?
Well,
You're trying to intimidate me back.
Yes.
I'm holding the gun, it goes off. Stupid action.
If you want to do that.
Yes, of course I'm going to do that, because you're trying to intimidate me in front of my own people, in my own neighborhood. Fuck that.
That is very well.
I think we roll initiative at this point.
Yes, that might be best because he'll have the surprise action, and the rest of you can all roll. And well, of course, Rev also rolls initiative.
Here it goes.
And we start at his initiative. So.
And if
Mark,
someone
you have a 4. What do you add to it?
it is wit and dex, right?
Yes.
Yep.
So what's your dex?
Wit and dex is 2 each, so that's 4.
Okay, so you are at 8.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hmm.
Okay. So,
I'm at 11.
I'm in chat as well.
How much is it gonna be?
I'm at 16. Mark is at 8. Max at 11, and you are at, well, wherever. You would just be the first because you don't need to roll it, and you are starting anyway because you make the action. So,
Yep.
the gun goes off.
Yeah. It's gonna be a clear, close range shotgun shell at his. Well, let's not say his face because that would be silly.
Yeah.
Just chest.
You might want to, never mind. We might tell you anything.
Then, of course, I roll all the ones, but there you go.
Okay. Well, let's see. Would that be a...
You can't dodge a surprise roll, so let's
Nope.
continue.
So roll your damage, good sir. I will roll my stamina.
How much was the shotgun again? 8?
That might...
It was
I thought
8.
6. Oh, okay.
It was
I don't
8.
know exactly. If you say 8, then I'm perfectly fine with 8.
6 is a heavy handgun, think Desert Eagle, but those things are hand cannons.
That's
Damage doesn't take off with a 1 during firing, right?
They do.
They
It
do?
does. In Montreal it doesn't, here it does.
3 successes.
Okay. I sold one of them, so...
You can't soak it.
Sweetie?
Actually, if he's in his
No.
apocalyptic...
I've been having this discussion, and I'll state it here, so it's immediately in scene. This is a house rule that we can.
Right. Alright.
Because I at first thought we couldn't, because it said so. Anyway, so, yes, I sold one. And that means that now it is this guy's turn.
No, I'm still first.
Why are you first? This was your action. We were starting at your action.
I know. I'm using a power, and then I'm going first.
You're using a power, and then you're going first. What power are you
I'm
using?
using premonition.
That you can do 2 actions in 1 round.
Premonition.
And that does what?
Making me skip my initiative to go first.
This was your initiative.
No, this was my surprise round. So you have a surprise round?
And I state that we start this fight at your surprise, and then we continue. This is also your initiative.
Right, okay.
don't fight, guys. Not over this.
I'm the ST. It's my right to fight. As it is his and his venue.
It's not a fight.
But just let me give it a quick look. Premonition. Where do I find that? What power is that from the fiends?
Lore of patterns. Lore of patterns, the 3rd.
Okay. Lore of patterns, the 1st. Foresee. Bonification allows the fiend to read the tides of fate in her immediate area, predict events and actions that are about to occur. Rolls wits plus intuition. So you cannot just claim it, you have to roll it.
Yes, I know that was what I was going to say, but I still need to do it.
Takes effect for a number of turns. Then just roll it, and then you can decide to either use it already.
I know how it works.
Keep it up or for a round longer.
I know. Depends on how many successes, but yes.
No, you don't get me. But that's fine, never mind. I'm not gonna go into another fight again.
It's okay, it's okay. Whatever you decide, you're the ST dude.
No, you're not listening, sweetie. Roll your intuition and whatever the fuck the other thing was.
Which?
Roll it.
4.
4 successes. Okay. So you can choose to go now and then 3 rounds later, or you can choose to go whatever you want in the next rounds.
I'm choosing to
Take it
be
out for
immediate.
4.
I'm choosing to be immediately.
Very well. Go ahead.
So this is the other question. Is this still another surprise round?
No. Because actually, this should have been on your initiative.
Then the next question would be, shouldn't you all declare before I actually do what I do?
The thing is, you should have rolled your initiative, and in your action, you could have done this for the next rounds. You are instead now deciding by yourself, without listening to your storyteller, that you are doing your surprise action and your first round action to do another action.
Right. That doesn't make sense.
No,
then I don't get it.
doesn't.
Well, then just skip what I said and just roll with it. Forget what I did. Go.
What initiative would you be on? 16?
I'm still on 16, yeah.
Very well. As am I. So you rolled, you did your foreseeing thing, so the next round you get to decide when you are in the initiative.
Yes.
That was your standard action.
Yes. Get it.
So now this guy is... I did not have the time to check out what he could do. I'm terribly sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Just very quickly, I need to look up a few things.
No problem.
I don't know what the fuck just happened, and I don't really care.
Well, I do agree, by the way, with Jesse being able, since he can choose, at least in the next round, when he intervenes in the initiative, that he gets to hear from the lowest initiative what they're gonna do. So, Mark, what are you gonna do during this round?
I am going to try to. If I understood it correctly, I can roll my faith to enter apocalyptic form. I'm gonna try and do that to talk you guys down from whatever madness you're gonna try.
Very well. Daniel.
I have a few options, but one sounds really appealing right now.
Mm-hmm.
And that is to use Lore of Light to basically throw a flashbang into this guy's face.
Very nice.
Really funny.
I like that. Okay, and as for this guy, I'm still looking up some stuff. Oh, right, I had those 2 dots. I am gonna use Lore of Longing 2. Manipulation, empathy. And the ref states that he's using his foresee action, which he's now using. Manipulation, empathy. So this guy, Mr. Becker, is raising his hands in the air, looking quite shocked and actually in pain, as he bites down to hide the or to not scream, and he just falls. He goes on his knees, holding his hands in the air, looking up at the ref, be like, I never meant to do you any harm. Using empathic response, and I'll tell you what this does. This evocation permits the demon to read the subject's emotions and desires and react to them without thinking, molding her behavior to conform perfectly to the subject's expectations.
Okay,
Subject
Saskia.
thinks, yes.
Okay, sorry, go ahead. Explain later. Sorry, I thought you were done.
The subject thinks the demon is everything she expects or dreamed of, banishing any suspicion, hesitation, or fear.
Okay.
Role manipulation, empathy. If your total successes equal or exceed a mortal's wit score, the model reacts to your character with complete trust. Blah blah blah. This evocation can be directed at only a single individual at a time. The effect onto the demon. Yeah. Well, it works mainly on mortals. So it probably won't have much effect, but since it's targeting emotions.
Yes, I was just gonna comply to that. The flaws I have are defensive and insensitive. If he's trying to plead on my sensitivity to feel sorry, then I'm as insensitive as fuck.
Nope, he's not. He is not implying. He is simply showing that you are indeed stronger and that you are in this situation in control. That's why he points his hands in the air, saying, I surrender and I give up.
All right. Well, that's a good thing. Then, instead of firing the next shot, I have to spend the willpower to change it, right?
No, because you did your thing.
Oh, right. Yes, for the next time.
So
okay,
now it is Mark, and or sorry, first it's Daniel, and then it is Jacob. So Daniel.
Okay. I said I was gonna do it.
You can still do it.
Or I can roll willpower to just stay hidden to change my action.
Yes, and I'll give you this as common sense. You see this envelope as you are about to strike with your flashbang, and you do realize that if you try to keep this combat going, you will have to throw this flashbang. If you try to stop the combat, you will not use this because the ref will think that the new guy is up to something.
Okay, fair enough. I can either spend a willpower point or roll willpower to change my action then.
Yep.
Or can I just voluntarily just stop and just don't do anything?
Well, you do have common sense. Maybe it helps.
I do have common sense, but that's up to the SD at this situation.
Exactly.
I have never heard of being able to simply abort an action. You can choose, however, to, without spending or rolling any willpower, redirect and basically flashbang the ground.
Yeah, but that would be not.
That would give away your position.
That would be a waste of an item.
That was no. See, here's the thing. Lore of Light level 1 creates light, and what basically you can also alter that to create a very dense pocket of light, creating a flashbang. So in this case, I'm just going to roll willpower to completely abort my action and stay hidden.
If you would create the little flashbang in your pocket, for instance, it would still not give up much light. That way you could hide it. That's what I'm.
It would still give up the supernatural ping.
Yeah, it would definitely give up the supernatural ping.
Yeah, so I think I'm
with
good.
Yeah.
I think I'm good. Daniel's just gonna no.
Whoa! No! Not gonna do it. And then there is Jacob.
Yep. Yeah, I already called it, so I gotta do it. I will try to change into my radiance and talk you guys down from the brink of disaster.
Okay. You can. Are you gonna roll your faith, or are you gonna spend the faith? And
I'm
you
not gonna
will
spend
spend
faith because-
this. Okay,
What?
so you're gonna roll it. You will. It will take you one turn to change into your form before you can actually do something.
Yeah.
Also, remember, very much so, this will give you a temporary point of torment.
Isn't that only if you use high torment abilities?
You're changing
Yes.
into your form. That means that you're activating a few forms, I guess? That
No,
means that you
that
get-
only goes for your high torments, not your
Yeah, I
low.
thought-
Alright, let the boy do what he wants to.
If you go from normal human
Yeah.
shape to low torments, it
Yeah.
doesn't cost you any torments. If you go from low to high, it costs you torments.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, good.
Well, that's what I thought. I'll look up the rules again later on.
Yeah.
Because for me, I'm still learning to do this entire ST thing, so any advice is...
But the rules on Torment are very vague, but they specifically state only if you commit a sin on the hierarchy chart or you use a high ability.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or let me rephrase that. Consciously use a high torment ability. If you, for example, make a high torment roll without choosing to do the high torment roll, you don't get a torment, but you still get it like that. It's complicated. But if he's not using high torment, then he doesn't get
It's
torment.
fine. Let's keep this thing going. Okay, so Jacob changes into his APOC form, and those who are in the neighborhood may make a awareness roll to see if they would detect it, not if it's not immediately visible. Right, so next round, if anyone still wants to do something, Rev, you may declare when do you want to exceed. So we start from the bottom.
My,
If this
wo-
is
my
moments.
words will be, I will accept your surrender, and I will treat you as an enemy soldier. And at this moment, he will holster his shotgun into one of his leg holsters, and he will step behind the man, and he will handcuff him.
Then I guess, guys, we are out of initiative, and
Yeah.
the man just lowers his arms, allows himself to be handcuffed. But,
And Jacob will yeah.
he
Sorry.
prefers to just he kind of doubles over as the pain is now very very much in his torso, flaring towards his brain. So he's gritting his teeth and
If we only had a medical student.
And Jacob will. I don't know if he has to use an entire turn again to get back into his normal shape, but that's what he's gonna do anyway.
you can just disperse it.
Yeah.
Daniel, you like your little corner there?
I do like my little corner. I am going to peek and see if any of these people here are in their apocalyptic visage.
Fuck no. I'm not at all.
Is the bald gentleman in an apocalyptic visage?
I
Nope.
think I kind of forced him out of it.
Okay, in that case, he's just gonna.
No. You did not force him out of anything. He had already dispersed of the wings.
Yeah, true.
In that case, he's just gonna put up his hoodie and just kind of make sure it's not really easily visible. I mean, you could see it if you really tried hard enough. But he's just gonna peek his head out and just be like, "So everything's cool now."
Okay, I'm going to make a roll. It's going to be a fate roll.
Nope.
Nope.
Oh, if you have many minuses, oh, that's my choice. Nice. You will look into a barrel of a handgun,
Oh no.
who swiftly pulled from a jacket, because there was a sound he wasn't expecting. He knew there was something else, but he knew where you're coming from. So the moment you speak, it's like,
Whoa!
adrenaline
Whoa! Whoa!
rush.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Oh, see, I'll be right back, guys.
Yep. And the gentleman's still on his knees, and he's looking up at Daniel there. The smile on his face is definitely gone. He looks very much in pain. He's not doing anything, but
He's not trying to intimidate anymore. Mission
He's
mission
definitely
accomplished.
not trying to intimidate. He is, however, saying, although I understand your feelings in this matter, Mr. Derev, I do wish to point out that I am expected in my office tomorrow at 9, and I have several appointments. Now, I don't know about you, but I think neither of us wants this kind of attention.
You will get a phone call calling sick. Don't worry. As he is looking at Daniel, he's like, do it better. And he's actually stepping away from the man. He's behind him, but he's taking his distance, of course within firing distance, but he's letting Daniel take a chance to do what Daniel does if he wants to.
Daniel is just gonna pull out from his bag a medical kit. He carries this around most of the time, even when he's not supposed to carry it around. But you're always supposed to carry out medical kits because you never know. You know, when somebody's gonna shoot somebody with a shotgun, which seems to happen a lot here.
It almost sounds too specific. Anyway,
it's almost as if he experienced this before. In any case, what he's gonna do is he's gonna crouch down and just ask, mind if I take a look?
Please go ahead. If of course Mr. Derev would allow that. I am, after all, a political prisoner, I believe, at this moment.
prisoners of war are treated to any kind of life and health care if deemed necessary, if there's any danger. He sounds like he's reading defensively from a book. That's how stoic he sounds, like a soldier in a war zone. And he doesn't interfere with anything if healing applies.
Daniel then is going to carefully try and unbutton some of his clothes and check out the wounds. Ooh, that doesn't look so good. As he grabs some tools of a medical kit, I will make a perception medicine to try and get a closer look at what I'm already seeing to try and lower my difficulty of trying to treat this guy. If you want me to, Sus.
Yeah, sure. Make a check. It's pretty damn obvious what has happened. I mean, you can you can probably think, like, I heard a shotgun. This guy has one wound, approximately the size of this gun, so I guess he's been shot.
It's not like I expect that assembly to be getting shot in the head.
Let's see. This is actually just to treat him. Fuck it, never mind.
Well,
2 successes on... Yeah.
Okay, you got 2 successes. To see or to heal already?
Yeah, I'm trying to apply pressure to the wound so no any blood is coming out. If I can, actually no, I'm not even going to try and bother that because I don't have any gloves and the wound could become infected, so I'm not going to try and remove the bullet.
So you're just trying to stabilize the wounds to make sure that it doesn't get any worse.
Yeah,
So to
basically.
give a lesson on shotgun wounds, it's not going to be one wound. It's going to be a few little ones.
Yeah.
So it's not going to be a effective wound. It's not going to be extremely deep. It's just going to be a lot of tissue damage, and his clothes even could have stopped a little, as he did soak some of the damage.
Oh yeah, I soaked 1 of the 3 damage, so I still have 2.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. In that case, he'll just apply pressure to it all.
Thank you, young man.
My pleasure.
You don't happen to have anything against the pain now, do you?
He ruffles around in his bag. I have some painkiller caps.
I'll wait for the morphine in the hospital.
Right. As he's gonna put the painkiller caps back in his backpack, seriously doubting if he's actually gonna go to a hospital with the ref watching him.
Actually, let me just roll some intelligence medicine there to see if we. Yeah, he just looks at Daniel like, I think the bullets are still in there.
Yeah, they are, but I don't have any sterile equipment to try and remove them. They could, infect the wound if I were to try and remove them with my bare hands would then cause a whole lot more damage. I could do that, and you would get very ill and sick, and that's not something you'd want.
Of course not, I understand. So, what are we gonna do now?
This is where, and Daniel's gonna make sure that the patches are all okay before stepping back. This is where that guy is gonna decide, because, I'm just the medical guy. As he, looks to the Rev.
Oh yeah, the Rev knows exactly what you're talking about. He knows what you're talking about. He's like, we can do this a number of ways. My favorite way is you trying not to play the boss in a neighborhood which is not yours. That includes a way where you go and explain who sent you here and what is your mission. If I do not agree with the answer I hear,
Well, my good sir, I have already explained. No one sends me here. And my mission, for as far as I have one, if I would apply a personal mission to my personal goals, is simply to get to know the neighborhood and the very special individuals that inhabit it. As I said, I was curious. So call that a mission if you must. Then my mission would be simply gallivanting, sightseeing, gathering information, being curious. As I have already stated 3 times before, it's not gonna change in the 4th time. I am simply interested. And I have apologized that I could not announce my presence to any one of you guys, because I did not know who there was to apologize to report to tell anyone that I was in the neighborhoods. The reason why I from time to time used one of our special gifts was so that anyone in that specific area would know that I was there and would be free to seek me out.
Consider yourself found.
The only difference between what I'm telling you now and what I told you 10 minutes ago is that I am now handcuffed. If that would have made you believe me, then I would have handcuffed myself without getting shot. But that was on a personal note.
I'm so glad you want to get personal. The Reverend steps in behind and lifts him up from the ground.
Okay, give me a moment. This is beautiful. Wow, it's actually quite a lot. The man once again grins his teeth as you pick him up and change the position in which the wound is in comparison to what it was. He's like, "Ugh." But he's not screaming.
As he is not screaming, trying to be as stoic and strong as possible.
Quick question in between, Jesse. Your sawed-off shotgun, did it have a dampener?
Nope, it
Sound.
can't have a dampener.
Okay.
It's a shot in the dark at night on a particular roof, high up
Yeah.
inside the Bronx.
Yeah. You can make a perception alertness check, all of you.
So if someone could roll me 2 dice.
Okay, will do. And you have 2 successes. Very well.
3 successes.
Mm-hmm. Also 2. And I'll be nice and roll for the be right back guy.
I am back. Just got back.
Good. Perception alertness.
Specialty insightful?
Doesn't apply.
Okay. Doesn't matter.
Jacob.
Yeah.
There is a noise, like coming within earshot of you. The Rev and the Mr. Becker both hear a siren. Daniel, police is coming. This is a single vehicle, and they only had the siren on for a moment because they probably had to make sure that they could pass that crossroad without having to stop for the red light. And they will be here in approximately, considering the fact that they take on that they put the siren on every time they appear or approach a crossroad, will be here in about 10 minutes.
Okay, Daniel's just going to perk up and immediately just police 10 minutes from here. The red now they're over there. We need to get away now. And while he's saying that, I'm going to use Lure of Light level 2 to basically conceal us all from normal mortal eyes, to bend the light around us so that normal people can't see us, but since we're all demons, we can easily see through the illusion.
Yeah.
That's a stamina plus science roll, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just look that up real quick.
Don't touch this, please.
Stamina plus science. It doesn't really matter if I have a botch, yes or no. Actually, what would... Oh, it's going to be even funnier if I botch.
Actually, sorry, mate,
One.
that's 15 minutes. Sorry. Just
Okay,
kidding,
fine.
not 15.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, because it seems that my computer has frozen. That's 3 successes.
Very well.
So what this does is it makes anybody trying to spot us all add 3 to the difficulty of all of their perception rolls to spot us.
Okay.
Can I roll my stealth after that?
Yeah.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, I would like to roll stealth as well. So that's what
It's only after people pierce our initial thing.
Right.
I think. So, as we are here now, being pushed on the button with the clock, being pushed on the clock, the Rev will look at the door on the roof. And then back at Daniel and say, either he goes with you, or he goes with you. Goes with me, less medical care. Goes with you, he goes with you.
If doesn't the big wig in charge just need to see this guy?
I don't want to endanger our commanding officer by having to talk to a mere scout.
Okay, what we can do is you can send me a location later on. I'll get some medical supplies, and we can then treat him there. Because I cannot take him. I can only cloud and shield us from sight. That's all I can do.
Right. Or we let him go.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Neither do I. But then again, the poor man does need to get to his appointment tomorrow, or call in sick. I think calling in sick would be an idea.
If he really needs to go, then I can send a lot of eyes to follow him, but I don't think you want that. In any case, we need to go now.
Yeah.
The Reverend decides to take the man to a location, and he will step with the man through a door, through the door at the top. And he will portal him and the man out of there.
Very well. And the two of them disappear from this particular scene, leaving the Devil and the Slayer on a rooftop. Police not really fast, but still approaching.
What Daniel is gonna do is okay. You said you can glide, right?
Yes.
With the light banded around you as it is right now, you shouldn't be able to be spotted. You should be able to, if you're careful, you shouldn't be able to be seen. I can't do that. I'll get away a different way. Okay?
Yes, definitely, and thank you.
Most welcome. And with that, Daniel's going to step sideways into the Shadowlands.
And Jacob will glide back towards the university.
That's 1.5 miles.
Yeah. Well, I didn't think that he could glide all the way, but he could glide some of the way and then.
Well, that was what you were saying.
What?
That was what you were saying, but basically
Okay.
what you do is you go stand on the top of the roof, summon your wings, spread them, and you're going to take your time, so spread them, and as you slowly glide down onto the baseball field, with hidden from any sight, which I'll just roll a random fucker, and if I get, let's see, there were 3. Yeah,
Yeah.
plus 3 on the difficulty, right? So that would be diff
Yeah.
9.
Diff 9. And if he's gonna roll dex stealth, that would apply as well.
Yeah, of course, but I just made a random roll for everybody in this surroundings.
Botch.
Yep. So no one notices. So
Yay.
you touch base, yet let your wings dissipate, and you will see a police car turning up around the corner. 2 officers getting out of the car, approaching the building that you just stood on like a few minutes ago. They will knock on the door, and a woman. Sorry, wait. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say that I would sneak away. So yeah, go back to the university. So.
Okay, then you will not know what they will tell. And it is there that we will end this scene. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you players for playing.
Thank you.
Thank you watchers for watching, and have a pleasant evening. Keep faith. Always keep faith.